Firstly, the importance of the week and playing competitive cricket. I think it's hugely important for us this week. Obviously, it's the first time that the South African under-19 side is able to get together and play as a unit. This is really the starting of the first little building block in the process towards the World Cup next year. But obviously, one doesn't want to take too short-term a view of this. We obviously not need to start identifying some of the players. And the competitive edge that this tournament brings is great. I think the potential for growth is immense because they'll be playing against men's seasoned players. And I think that is going to be valuable for our under-19 boys to grow up quickly, to be able to see how it's done and what the real cricket world is about. So about playing against experienced players, I think it's going to be invaluable experience that they're going to gain over the next couple of weeks. Preparations have been okay. We obviously had the Cubs week early in January, and then they went back to their schools. They've been playing a little bit of school cricket. Not all the schools have been playing, obviously. And some of the boys that are at tertiary institutions have started practicing. So it was really individualized training. We just kept monitoring it. And then when we got together a day or two before at the HBC, just to get the ball rolling in terms of their prep for this week, specialized preparation for both the 3-day format, which is a new format to them, and then also some prep for one-day cricket. So I'm happy with the preparation. And whilst it's important that we want to do well at this week, it's not only about the outcomes of this week. It's really, like I mentioned in the previous comment, a longer-term view that we're taking on this. So prep, I'm reasonably happy, and we had a really good day yesterday. Slightly easier day tomorrow today before our first 3-day game tomorrow. So I might have answered this in the first question, but just the time spent with our coaching staff is great. I'm getting to know these boys now. We obviously know what their potential is about, but we obviously want to get to know them as characters as well, and which is a critical thing for me. Talent we've got to burn, but it's about shaping and molding this talent now. And this is the great thing about this couple of weeks. We, as a coaching staff, myself, Sia, Neil Mack, Creer, and Rory have got an opportunity to really mold some of these younger boys into potentially where we want to take them, So the experience is going to be invaluable, and the time spent, the learnings that they're going to take out of this week, both from our conversations and also them learning on the job by playing really good cricket. So yeah, that for me is what I'm hoping to gain from this week, that these boys would have come on in leaps and bounds over this next couple of weeks. Yeah, the bigger picture is obviously South African cricket before it is even a World Cup, but I'd be foolish to not mention that the next year's World Cup is important. We want to dispel the notion that you can't develop and win at the same time. So, but the developmental aspect is a lot more important than the winning. But I've always held the notion that you can develop and win at the same time. So the bigger picture is really ensuring that we get these boys on the right track and prepping them for first-class cricket down the line. But yes, it's about putting the building blocks in place for that World Cup next year. So this is the first step in putting that together. And we'll obviously build on from this week. We'll have a few more camps, obviously certain identified players. Other identified players will then come into the mix as well, and then that process really gets traction once this week is finished. So, really, I think I cannot thank CSA enough for the vision in including us in this week, in this couple of weeks, because I think as an SA under 19 side, we've been crying out for this type of thing, playing against grown-ups, toughening them up, hardening them up as cricketers, and then obviously their skill sets being improved as well.